Okay, when I was in 8th grade, I went to school in El Reno. And halfway through the year, my parents decided it was time for them to get a divorce because it had gotten bad at home. And so my friends were like, oh, your parents must have never loved each other because they're getting a divorce and this just doesn't happen in small towns. So I waited until my brother graduated, which he graduated when I was in 8th grade. And then when I was in 9th grade, I moved here. The divorce was finalized like 2 months into the school year. I went into a really far depression and like didn't make friends outside of like a tiny group. And it wasn't really a group, it was like one person. And I hid and like stayed away from people, and I focused on my schoolwork and didn't really talk to people until 10th grade. I didn't really start talking again to people outside of that one person. And throughout all this, I realized the stronger, you have to be really strong to not just like give up on it and just walk away and just not look back on it. But now that I am able to look back at that experience, I'm glad I went through it because it made me a much stronger person, and it made me able to handle a lot more than I probably would have if I wouldn't have gone through it. And then now I'm quite happy and I have lots of friends again, and I can actually speak to people without wanting to run and cry in a ball in a corner. And I have piano and I'm quite happy. So that's really it. The whole thing was just don't give up when it seems like that'd be the easiest thing to do. You have to try and get through it, even if it hurts quite a bit to try and get through it.
I just want to give everyone a hug.
I feel like I'm having like therapy right now. I'm like, oh, I need to tell my story about high school.